of Hulsebus Chiropractic Clinic's Healthy Tips. Today we're going to discuss a disc bulge. I have lots of new patients that come in all the time to the office having been previously diagnosed with a disc bulge. And I want to talk a little bit what a disc is, what a disc bulge is, and which ones chiropractic care can help with. Now, in the spine, vertebrae have a disc that line up in between them. The disc is like a shock absorber, and what it does is it helps deal with the everyday stress of walking, running, and jumping. The disc is primarily made up of water, and the disc gets its nutrients through osmosis. What that means is when the muscles around the joints move, it pushes nutrients into the disc. The disc have no direct blood supply. Therefore, the only way a disc can stay healthy is for the vertebrae to keep moving. And as chiropractors, we specialize in keeping the vertebrae moving, fixing any kind of fixation that might occur. We do this through chiropractic adjustments. Now, let's take a look at one of these discs. You can see here there's two vertebrae. The disc is located in between. This is a sideways view of the spine. You can see here that the one opening, there's a nerve that comes out. When you look at this opening, I want you to note that half of the height of the hole comes from the arches of the vertebrae. The other half comes from the disc itself. Now, if that disc is starting to lose height, that hole gets smaller and that nerve gets pinched on. But let's talk about the disc for a second. Now, if you look at the disc, what happens is it can be pinched on one side or the other side. And when it gets pinched on one side versus the other side, it can swell or bulge out and actually hit that nerve. When that happens, usually pain travels right down that nerve. One of my favorite examples of describing how a disc would work. Imagine two vertebrae that rotate. One side will pinch down. That causes the disc to bulge or swell on the other side. So one way I like to demonstrate that is by using a balloon. If I take a balloon like this and I pinch on one side, you can see the other side starting to swell up as before. So again, I will pinch here, and you will see the rest of the balloon swell or bulge. Now, is this permanent? Of course it's not. As soon as I let go, it'll go right back to normal shape again. And that's exactly what happens. If the vertebrae rotate, this will bulge and stick out and hit that nerve. When I stop squeezing it, it goes back to its normal shape. So as chiropractors, we work on the alignment issues in order to get the hand to stop squeezing or get the vertebrae off the disc and stop the pinching so it goes back to normal. But imagine there's a nerve right here. This pinches out, it hits that nerve and swells up against it, causes problems. So as chiropractors, we work on getting the foot off the balloon, I like to tease. Let's talk quickly about the anatomy of a disc. When you look at a disc, I want you to think of an egg, a fried egg, sunny side up. The nucleus of the disc is a lot like the yolk of a sunny side up. The nucleus is the one that we're concerned about. If the nucleus is sticking out between the vertebrae, that usually requires surgery. Now, we don't typically see those in a chiropractic clinic because you're usually in so much pain you go right to the emergency room. The ones we typically see here at a chiropractic clinic is when the white of the egg is sticking out, or the rings of the disc. That's what I was showing before with the balloon. Those can swell up and swell out and go back in and out. If the yolk is ruptured or popped, usually the disc has to be surgically repaired. Again, you would know the difference. Severe pain, severe aggravation, and usually all you want to do is go straight to the hospital. So thank you again for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this session of Hulsebus Chiropractic's Healthy Tips. Look for more tips to come in the near future. And have yourself a great day. For more information, please continue to watch us on our Facebook page or check out our clinic website, hulsebuschiropractic.com. Make it a great day.